Hey, it's Lisa Copeland. Mindset of a winning team, mindset of a winner. Today's day 5 of my coaching. I promised y'all I was coming to you every single day in the month of December. I just didn't promise you what time I was going to come. Came to you first thing this morning, doing the hard things first, which was going to the gym. I did not look like this. I have to do a lot of filming today. And so, you always know when I'm doing something, filming or selling a house or something, right? I at least do my hair. But I just want to say, first of all, thank you for everyone who watched my video this morning. We sold 4 sponsorships to the fire event, including the lead sponsorship. So, woo, 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 woo. I mean, it's just amazing, y'all, what it does when you are connected to a community of like-minded people like I am. And I am so grateful for all of you. And that's one of the reasons that I do these videos and that my eye is watering. I think I got makeup in my eye today. And I am so grateful for all of you. I am so grateful for my community. I'm grateful for those of you who show up. I'm grateful for the 886 agents that I have in my organization that come to work every single day. You show up strong, you work hard, you get kicked in the teeth, you get discouraged, you get back up, you don't quit, you win, you win, you win. And I have struggled with, how do I talk to everybody who wants to talk to me at the same time, because sometimes you can't make my Thursday sales meeting. I totally get that. Like, I'm hoping if you're not there, you're out selling a house, or you're out listing a house, or you're out doing something that is a money-making activity, or something that's good for your soul. One of the two. And so I committed in the month of December to do a sales meeting for my organization. I thought, well, what the heck? I'm going to put it on social media because maybe I can help other people in my community, entrepreneurs, whatever you are out there. I am an expert when it comes to sales and marketing. That's what I've spent my entire career doing, whether it was in automotive and led my team to break the world sales record. We were the #1 Fiat Alfa Romeo dealer in the world for almost 5 years straight. Like, I play to win. Okay. I play to win. I've always played to win. I play to win in real estate, and I like to work with winners. And so I'm real picky about who I work with. And so when you look at some of the people that I have gone after, and I say I've gone after because I have been strategic on bringing them into my orbit so I could work with them, not the other way around. I'm not like, oh, hey, you get to work with me, you're so lucky. No, I want to work with you because I see something in you that you may not see in yourself. Have you ever thought about that? Those of you out there who are on my team, especially the ones that I personally went after and recruited, do you know that I saw something in you that you did not see in yourself sometimes? Put that in your pipe and smoke it today, okay? So just know that, like, I believe in you so many more times than you believe in yourself. That is my superpower. That's like it's my superpower. Like, I can look at people, not so much look at them, but talk to them. And within 5 minutes, I know if they've got it going on, or that they don't necessarily have it going on right now, but they've got the ability to have it going on. Okay. So today we're going to talk about the mindset of winners. And I think it's something that I have absolutely mastered over 30 plus years, 35 years, over 35 years in business. Oh, I'm getting old, but that's okay. Because it's better than the alternative, my dad used to tell me. I used to call him and say, Dad, how you doing today? He's like, I'm vertical. It's like, okay. So, if you heard my video yesterday, which is my Lioness Rise and Roar, I was filming all day yesterday. I've got to film all day again today. But I won't be live all day, so I won't be wearing you guys out. But I do have to film today. But I'm writing this book, and it's called The Roar of Faith. And I've got this avatar, and it's for women that are 50 years old and older. Now, is it not for a 20, 30, and 40-year-old? Abso-freaking-lutely. But my avatar, the person I'm writing this book for, is really my audience. And yes, Bobby, I saw that. I got your DM about to connect your wife. Thank you. I appreciate that. And so I'm writing this book, right? And that women, as women, you're not done at 50. Okay. And it's a parable. And I talked about it yesterday, and that's not what today's about. But I'm just telling you, I have gotten to a point in my life where God has given me a heart and a spirit to help other people win. Like, not bragging or whatever, but I have hit heightened levels of success. I've rung the bells at a very high level in both real estate and the automotive industry. I'm not done yet. Don't get me wrong. I'm not done, but I've rung the bells. I've hit the stages. I've got the trophies. I even got a pink car built for me by Sergio Marchionne, the chairman of the board of Ferrari, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Alfa Romeo. The global chairman of the board built me my own car. Hot pink Abarth, the Lisa Copeland edition, VIN number 001. That was like the ultimate trophy, right? The ultimate trophy. You know, the chairman of the board builds you a car. Okay. And it was never about the trophy. It was about winning and about a winning mindset. And that's what I try to instill in all of my teams. And I try to do it in real estate also. Like, you have got to want to win. I can't want it for you more than you want it for yourself. And I'm talking to you right now if you're in my organization. I want it so bad for you guys. That's why I get on and I do these things. That's why I do my sales meetings. That's why I go to the conventions and all you guys see me at EXPCon. Like, you guys see me. I have the meetings. I do it all. Like, I want you to win. But without your own winning mindset, you can't win. It's physically impossible. It's physically impossible. But I can be your coach. I can be your cheerleader. I can be the one that kicks you in the butt when you're not doing it. Okay. And so, you know, I want to talk about, how do you win in this market? Now, if you're an insurance, automotive, you're a home builder, you're a banker, you're an entrepreneur, meaning you run your own team or organization within the corporate world, you're an entrepreneur and you're out there and you're trying to build your empire, whatever that looks like. You've got to decide what winning looks like for you in this market. Okay. This market, now, I was in the automotive industry in 08 and 09. Yeah, tough times to be in auto or in real estate or in mortgages. Anyways, done it all during those years. But that being said, every market is different. So I want you to think about, what is this market? What is the market that you are in right now? What does it look like? Because my market looks different than your market. If you're listening to me from California, New York, Nevada, Florida, my market's different than your market. My market's okay. It's not terrible. You know, it's not. I keep telling my people, I'm like, man, I read in the newspaper, things suck. And I'm like, it doesn't suck. You know, my team who's listening to this, we crossed $1 billion in sales last Sunday. How many people get to say that? You guys rang the bell. You've got the trophy. I need you to take that. I need you to put it in your head. And I need that to be your winning mindset, that you are a $1 billion producer. You're part of a $1 billion organization. And that didn't happen by accident. It did not happen by accident. It's many hours of me, Elena Cardone, Haas Pratt, Claudia Ann Hibbert-Smith, Tariq El Moussa, I'm going to start naming my leaders and I'm going to get in trouble, right? It's us talking and getting together and going, okay, what can we do now? How do we do this? What do we do now? How do we help them win? How do we go find people that want to win? Like, do not understand that all we do is think about winning. And it's not so much for us. We've already won. We've already rang the bells. You know, I don't know how much more I can do in my career than I've already done. And I'm not bragging. It's like, you know, I've 35 years at this game. I better have won some. So in this market, winners aren't the ones who win with social media, the fanciest headshots or the best scripts, right? Like, I have no script here. I did do my hair for this video though, so be lucky. And my makeup. I watched some of these videos of myself, the one at 6:45 in the morning. And I'm like, why do I do that? Why do I get on looking like I just crawled out of bed? Because I like authenticity. I don't wake up like this. I wish I did. My husband probably wishes I did, but I don't. So define the winning market. So winners are the ones who show up early, follow up obsessively, educate their clients instead of reacting to them. Okay, guys, this is a market. Let me just tell you right now, I'm not that reactive to people, just because I've just been around long enough and I've done tens and thousands of deals, whether it's from when I was in mortgages, being the number one car dealer in the world, blah, 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 right? So I do deals. I know how to do deals. I do deals in my sleep. I've sold everything there is to sell. I used to have an insurance company. I used to have a boutique in Round Rock, Texas. Was not my primary job, but I woke up one day, I told my husband, I'm like, I'm gonna start a boutique. And I did, up at La Frontera, Enjoy Boutique. Many of you still remember it. I still get, and that was over 20 years ago, right? Like I've sold everything from pencils to skirts to cars to insurance to securities to commodities to real estate to mortgages. I've sold it all. Sold it all. And the rules of engagement do not change. They don't change. You show up early, you follow up obsessively, you educate your clients instead of reacting to them. Oh, that's where I was going with that. If I reacted to every client who I'm like, sometimes I just want to go, I got this. I promise I've got this. But right, I get it. It's the biggest purchase, the biggest sale, the biggest whatever of their life, right? And so we cannot be reactive. We can't, okay, as sales professionals. And you have to refuse to let circumstances dictate your destiny. Okay, just because we're in a market that's slower than it was in 2024, I'm not going to, I would never throw in the towel. I'm not going to say, okay, or if somebody leaves or if a big team leaves or whatever, like I'm not going to react to how things happen. I'm not going to react if interest rates go back up. I'm not going to react. Like I can't let that control my destiny. I can't let that control our team's destiny. Okay. So let's say, the Fed goes nuts and whatever, blah, blah, blah. They raise rates. Like it isn't the time for us to throw in the towel. We just have to pivot. You guys hear me talking about pivot all the time. If you're just now tuning in, these are the sales meetings I'm doing for the whole month of December for my team, because we have a stretch goal of $1,200,000,000. We've already crossed the $1 billion mark. So we're at 92% of goal, by the way. So anyways, all of that being said, you cannot let other people control your destiny. No matter what happens in this market, I'm not going to let anybody tell me that me or my organization are going to fail. Like, bring it on. Let's go. But we're not going to fail. All right. So what is the winning mindset formula? Okay. And that's what I came up with here. And you guys know, I like to have all my takeaways, right? So the winning mindset for it, there's 3 things to have a winning mindset. Number 1, it's clarity. What do you want? What is it you want? And not later, but right now. What do you want? What do you want? Today is December 5th of 2025. What results do you want by the end of the day today? What results do you want for the end of the week? I guess we are at the end of the week. My days are like, what results do you want by the end of the month? And what results do you want by the end of the year? So you have to start right now. It isn't, I'm going to start an hour from now, a day from now, a month from now. You can't do that. You got to change your mind right now, right now. So a winner wakes up with a target. A loser wakes up with an excuse. A winner wakes up with a target. A loser wakes up with an excuse. And I talked to you guys 2 or 3 days ago about my Monday and how I lied to myself. I told myself Sunday night I was getting up and I was working out Monday morning. I work out every morning. And I didn't do it. So I lied to myself. And then I'm wondering why I had not such a great day. Because if I'm going to lie to myself, the rest of the world's going to lie to me. And if I start making excuses, I'm going to accept excuses from everybody. I'm going to accept them from my clients. I can't list my house this month. It's the holidays. I can't make a decision. Okay. That's my job, is to push people through the funnel, to push people to the closing table. That's every one of your jobs too, to push people into the closing table, to find them what they need and help them make a decision. As Grant Cardone would say, have you heard enough or seen enough to make a decision? But if I'm lying to myself and making excuses first thing in the morning and laying in bed, and then literally I put my clothes in the car and I'm like, I'll go to the 4:30 class today. Now I knew when I did it, I wasn't going to do it, but I booked it, put my clothes in the car, did it all. Guess what? I didn't go to the 4:30 class. I was somewhere, Round Rock or somewhere at 4 o'clock. I wasn't going to get all the way back up here. So I lied to myself. So guess what? The day was an epic fail. So that's clarity. You are either going to wake up with a target or you're going to wake up with an excuse. What's your day going to look like? Number 2 is consistency. I don't care how you feel. Consistency beats motivation every single time. What does that mean? Consistency means that you do the work, the stuff that you told yourself you would do. You're going to send text messages. You're going to make calls. You're going to record a video, and you're going to follow up again. Okay. Consistently, like you have to absolutely never give up. Just because someone tells you no once doesn't mean that a week from now it's a no. It's a month from now it's a no, right? You consistently have to stay in their inbox. You consistently have to leave them messages. You consistently have to work. You know, a ex-boss of mine told me a long time ago, leaving a message doesn't count. And that was like before text and things like that. But it stuck with me. It's stuck with me for 30 years. When he came in my office one day and he's like, hey, did you get a hold of such and such? I'm like, no, but I left him a message. He was like, leaving messages don't count until you have made contact with this person. Remember, there was no email back then. So it was just getting them on the telephone, right? There wasn't, yeah. And he said to me, literally that leaving a message doesn't count. And to this day, I'm like, okay. So unless I've gotten correspondence back from somebody on a text or a message, I'm going to assume that they didn't get it, and I'm going to keep trying. All right. And number 3 is commitment. Commitment is staying true to what you said you would do long after the feeling said it has left you. That's the separator. That's where winners live. So that, yeah, I'm sitting here making my notes. This is from a sales book that I had read that I really liked, but commitment is staying true to what you said. Okay. So I go back to my Monday. I said Sunday night I was going to my Pilates class. I booked it, put it in the app, did all that, and got up and was like, I'm just not feeling it. It's about -0. I'm kidding. It was like 40 degrees, but to me that may as well be -0. And I'm like, I'm not doing it, but I'll go at 4:30, right? Like I didn't stay with my commitment. And that's just a small thing to talk about because I don't want to get deep on the whole thing. You guys know what it means to make a commitment. You know what it means to make a commitment in business. That you're going to show up for a training, that you're going to show up for the sales meeting, that you're going to make 100 calls today. You're going to prospect. You're going to go out and walk, model homes of builders. Something. You're going to do something that is a money-making creative activity. Okay. So what does winning look like for next week? Okay, I'm not going to say this week because today is Friday. I want you to have 10 conversations a day, not texts, not emails, but conversations. Remember what I told you about leaving a message doesn't count? 3 leads added daily, no excuses. You need to come up with 3 more leads. And a lead doesn't necessarily mean that they're buying today. It means someone who's willing to enter into a conversation with you about your business. That's a lead. If they're still talking to you, it's a lead. 1 piece of content daily. Told you guys that's what I was going to do. That's what I'm doing every single day in the month of December. All right. So you want to educate, engage, and attract. I don't know if I've educated any of you today, attracted any of you, or engaged any of you, but you guys know me. You're my community, and you're tuned in for that reason. Follow up until they buy, die, or block you. That came from the car business. I used to tell my people at the Fiat dealership, I used to say, look, you follow up until they put a restraining order on you, okay? Or until they're calling me saying, how dare these employees of yours, they call me all the time. And I'm like, okay, Mr. Jones, I'll get on that. And I'll walk over to that I used to walk over to that salesperson and go, good job. But guess what? Don't call this guy anymore. He hates us, okay? So that is the formula of how we win, okay? The non-negotiables, the 10 conversations a day, 3 new leads added daily. That's to our CRMs, 1 piece of content daily, and then follow up until they die, buy, or block you. So my question today is simple. What decision are you going to make? Are you going to have a winner's mindset, or are you going to lose the game? All right. I will see you guys again tomorrow. I love you. Thanks for listening to me. Share this out. All right, team, let's get to 1.2 billion. We got this.